Hello friends, I hope you all are fine. So today's topic is simple interest and compound interest. It is the part of general aptitude series and let's discuss about the simple interest and compound interest as questions from simple interest and compound interest can be seen in various competitive exams like GATE, engineering services, and for the PSU also you can see the questions. In fact, it is a crucial point in general aptitude section. Okay, so first point, let's see about the simple interest. And the simple interest says it is calculated on the principal for the entire period at a particular rate of interest. Here is the formula which is very clear. Simple interest equals to principal into rate into time divided by 100. Like you just have to use this formula and get the answer. Okay. The next point says the compound interest. The compound interest, the interest of the previous years are added to the principal of the calculation of the compound interest. Okay, yeah, in general in day-to-day life we use the compound interest very frequently. This is the formula for the compound interest. Sorry, here is the formula for the compound interest, and you can see this formula here. CI is equals to principal into 1 plus rate divided by 100 raised to the power time minus the principal. And when the interest is compounded annually, here is the formula for the amount. This amount is the principal amount plus rate of principal amount plus the compound interest in total. This amount is nothing but principal plus compound interest. In all conditions we have same approach. Okay, so when we have a half yearly compound interest, like the interest is compounded half yearly, we have to reduce the rate by 2 and make the power 2 times. And when the interest is compounded quarterly, you have to reduce the rate by 4 and rise it by the 4 times of the power. In case you have a differential rate of interest for the first year, second year and third year, so here is the formula. Amount equals to principal times 1 plus rate 1 for the first year, rate 2 for the second year and rate 3 for the third year. These all formulas are used to calculate the amount. Okay, yeah, let's move on to the questions so there will be more clarity in the questions. Okay, the first question says the sum of 6,000, like here the sum of 600 amounts to rupees 720 in 4 years at a simple interest. What will the amount what will it amount to if the rate of interest is increased by 2%? Okay, fine. So we can see this is the principal amount and this 720 is the total amount. So when you subtract 720 minus 600, which is equals to our simple interest, which is equals to 600 into rate is R into time is 4 years divided by 100. This is nothing but the simple interest formula. Okay, when you calculate it, it will be 120 equals to, you'll get 6 into R into 4 divided by 1. So here you will get 20 and from here you get 5. So here the rate equals to 5%. In question it's saying it's increased by 2. So the increased rate of interest is 5 plus 2, which is equals to 7%. So with this we have to calculate the amount. So the amount will be 600 plus 600 into 7 into 4 divided by 100. Okay, so this will be coming out as a 600 plus 168, so it will be equals to 768 rupees. Okay, so these are very easy questions. You can read the question and you can solve the answer. Okay, yeah. The next question says Avinash borrowed rupees 5,000 from Sanjay's simple interest. After 3 years, Sanjay got rupees 300 more than what he had given to the Avinash. What is the rate of interest? Okay, so with the question itself, it is clear that 300 is the interest amount which is earned by the Avinash. So 300 is nothing but 300 equals to 5,000 into 3 into some rate of interest R divided by 100. Okay, in that way only you can just cancel 3 to 3 and 2 2. So the rate of interest will be 100 divided by 5, which is nothing but 20 percentage. Is the answer. Okay, now the next question says a sum of money at a simple interest, like this is also a simple interest question, amounts to 2,240 in 2 years, and it's 2,600 in 5 years. So what is the principal amount? We have to find the principal amount. Yeah, so this question is very important. Like in 2 years, it is going to 2,240, and in 5 years, it is 2,600. So when you subtract it, 2,600 minus 2,240, you'll get 360 rupees for the 3 years. Like when you 2 years and 5 years, when you subtract this 5 years interest from the 2 years interest, you'll get 360 rupees as in interest for the 3 years. So for the 2 years, 360 divided by 3 into 2, it will be how much? 240 rupees. So this 240 rupees is the interest of 2 years for the same amount. So for the 2 years, you receive 2,240 rupees minus 2,240. Like you have to subtract the amount minus, like this is the amount minus the interest, you will get the principal amount. This implies that P equals to 2,000 rupees only. Okay. Yeah. The fourth question says the rate at which the sum becomes 4 times of itself in 15 years, the simple interest will be. Okay. So the total amount will be like x plus 3 times of x equals to 4x. Like the amount will become, x amount will become 4 times of the x. So here 3x is the interest. So with this only you can find 3x equals to x into 15 into some rate of interest r divided by 100. Here x and x get cancelled. 3, 15 will be 5. So the rate will be 100 divided by 5, which is equals to 20%. So at the rate of 20%, sum will become 4 times of itself in a 15 years at simple interest. Okay. Now, in the fifth question, if you see, the difference of compound interest and simple interest of a certain amount at 10% per annum at the end of the third year is 620 rupees. What will be the principal amount? Okay, so first you calculate the compound interest on a certain amount will be x 1 plus rate is given as 10%, 10 by 100 raised to the power third year, like 3 years it is given, raised to the power 3 minus the amount which says x. So when you substitute all the limits, all the values, you'll get compound interest as in, it will be 11 cube into x divided by 1000 minus x, which is equals to 1331x by 1000 minus x. So this will be equals to 331x divided by 1000. Okay. Similarly, when you calculate simple interest, will be x into 10 into, for the 3 years of course, it will be divided by 100. So it will be how much? Sorry, it will be just 3x divided by 10. So in the question itself it is given that 331x by 1000 minus 3x by 10 is resulting into 620 rupees. Okay. So here if you calculate it will come out in 31x divided by 1000, this is 620. So this will be as 2, so x is 20 into 1000, which is equals to 20,000 only. Okay. Now the next question says the sum of money of compound interest amounts to thrice itself in 3 years. How many years it will become 9 times itself? Okay. So in case of compound interest, the amount will be 3 times. 3x equals to x 1 plus at some rate of interest r by 100 raised to the power 3. The amount will become 3 times of the principal. Okay, and the question is like how many years it will become 9 times. So 9 1 plus r by 100, say it's y years. Okay, so when you manipulate this equation, this x and x will get cancelled out, and when you rise with the power 2 over here, so this equation will become 9 equals to 1 plus r by 100 raised to the power 6, and this equation says 9, like here also you can cancel the x and x. 9 equals to 1 plus r by 100 raised to the power y. When you compare these two equations, the LHS part is equal, so here you have y equals to 6. In this way you can solve such questions. Okay, yeah. The next question says the tree increases annually by 1/8 of its height. By how much it will increase after 2 years if it stands today 64 centimeter high? Okay, so since it is given in the fraction, first you have to convert it into the percentage. So 1 by 8 into 100, it will become 12.5 percentage. Okay, as you all know, the growth rate is compounded growth rate. So it is 64 today. So let's take it as in 64, and it's compounded at some rate which is 12.5 divided by 100 raised to the power in 2 years. After 2 years we want it. So this particular quantity is equals to 64 1 plus we can write it as 25 divided by 2 into 100 raised to the power 2, which is equals to 64 1 plus 1 by 8 raised to the power 2. So when you solve it, you'll get 64 into 9 by 8 into 9 by 8, it will be coming as an 81 centimeter. Okay, so you can try out a few more questions and you can easily score good marks in this particular topic, which is simple interest and compound interest, and it's a very easy topic once you know these two formulas and the given compound interest amount. And yeah, let's try a few more questions, and all the best. Thank you.